In this video we will talk about the factor theorem. It's a theorem very useful when we're going to solve limits in this class, and in one of the next videos I will give you a false, rather said not complete definition of a limit, so that we can just see why I've been shooting these pre-cal videos for you, okay? And but the factor theorem is going to be very helpful, okay, in when we solve this limits, okay? So what does the factor theorem says? It says that let say f of x be a function, be a polynomial function. And we saw in the first video about factoring what polynomials are, right? Moreover, if f evaluated at some number a, okay, gives you 0, then the polynomial can be factored and moreover one of the factors is x minus a, okay? So if we have a polynomial, we evaluate that polynomial at some number a, for which the polynomial gives you 0, right away I know it's a factor. I know that x minus a it's a factor, okay? So let's do a few examples. Factor x squared minus 2x minus 15. Let's say that this is our polynomial function, okay? Where f of 5, well, how much is f of 5? So if I'm evaluating this function. I hope you know how to evaluate function. If I plug this 5 here, whatever I put for x here, right, I have to substitute that number for each x in the definition of this function. So that's 5 squared minus 2 times 5 minus 15, which is 25, minus 10 minus 15, and that's 0. Okay? So that means a 5, f of 5 is equal to 0, where this is my f of x. And then the theorem says that if 5 gives you 0 for this polynomial, then one of the factors is x minus 5. Right? One of the factors is x minus 5. Well, if I know one of the factors, and we're dealing with quadratic expression here, quadratic function, then the factorization is very simple. Basically, you just have to think, with what do I have to multiply x to get x squared? Well, that's easy. That's just x, right? And with what do I have to multiply negative 5, be careful here, the sign is extremely important. With what do I have to multiply negative 5 to get negative 15? Be careful, I'm going to repeat. With what do I have to multiply negative 5, including the sign, to get negative 15? Well, that's positive 3, right? Positive 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. And now you can expand this, you can FOIL this expression to make sure that we got the right answer. Some of you might say, well, I learned this in another way. I learned it, how to factor this, by finding this p and q, or whatever you call these numbers, right? So basically, can you find two numbers, p and q, okay, such that p times q is equal to negative 15, simultaneously, at the same time, p plus q is equal to -2. Okay? So product of what two numbers is -15? Well, that's 15 and -1. That's -15. But now 15 minus 1 is 14. So this choice is not correct. Okay? Let's try another one. What two numbers, product of what two numbers gives you -15? 5 and -3. 5 times -3 is -15. 5 minus 3 is 2, and I want -2, so these two are not also correct. Finally, you try -5 and 3, the product is -15, and the sum between these two is -2. And that's exactly what we needed, right? -15 and -2. So you can factor this as x minus 5 times x plus 3. Of course, this method is also correct. The thing is that if you know the zero to start with, if you know the zero of the polynomial, then right away you know one of its factors. Knowing one of the factors helps us a lot in terms of calculation and saving time to figure out the second factor.